YouTube, Warpetrie here. Yes, the face of Warpetrie. I made a video like this before, but it didn't really turn out very well. And I spoke a lot about things that I've already done because it was an old video, and so I decided just to make a new one, and then show some things I actually did that I've currently done, not that like I've been going to do, but I've already done. So if that's not confusing enough, I'll get to it. I pretty much built everything I had, or I have so far, except for I believe a squad of warriors. I think I have 10 of them still to build. And my puppy is visiting me today. She stole something, but she walked out. So, if you see me, I'm drinking my Dub Monster, because it is delicious. It has this awesome cap thing that can open and close. It's cool. And so, first up, I'll show you, I hope this will be still in focus. And if it's really whited out, I'm sorry, I have my little daylight lamp above me, and I have the mirror, or I have the magnifying glass that has a mirror taped onto it. It's pretty ghetto, but I think it'll work. So here is the miniature. I don't know if that's going to focus. If it doesn't, then I'll go back and put this all in macro mode. So this using yeah, let me put this in macro mode. I don't know if I can do it while I'm actually videotaping, so I'll be right back. Alright, so here's the model. This is my sergeant, and I used a Grey Knight halberd weapon, and I cut it at the handle part, and also at the bottom. This is the Dark Angel mace that has this little bit on it. And I should chop that off, and I put that on there, and give you some better background. And so everything else is just pretty standard. Plasma pistol with the Ravewing biker shoulder pad, and I believe I just used regular pad for that. Yeah, I did. And then a backpack banner, and then I used the Dark Angel torso and the Dark Angel head that has the insignia on it, so it looks pretty cool. And also on the back, I used the backpack from the Vets kit, and I added another purity seal on the bottom. So he looks pretty cool. I'm pretty happy about him. And the bases are the standard with the gravel and stuff that's going to be in the middle. So there's my sergeant. When I repaint these, or when I repaint my Dark Angels, I'll be using, I believe I'll either be using Chains style of painting Dark Angels, or I'll be using awesome paint jobs, because I really like how they look compared to my models. I want to step up my painting standards, and I think that it'll be a good way to go. So here's the Melta Gunner. You can see that. Let's get my paper in the background again. So here's my Melta Gunner, and I just cut off at the wrist, and you can see I haven't green stuffed it at all yet, but I cut it off the wrist, and then I also cut it off on the left hand as well, so that way he looks like he's actually gripping the Melta gun, and he kind of has a lean forward stance, like he's really bracing himself, which looks pretty cool. And then the top icon part, sorry this is really shaky, the top icon part is from Lysander. That's his little bit that goes on top, and for all my Melta guns, or at least all my special weapons, I like putting little bits like that on top. And then just a standard backpack. And so there's that model, and I really like how his pose came out. It looks pretty cool. So, and then my last guy that I have built so far is just a regular bolter. I converted some bolters to have the drum barrel, because I just like the look of it. And Lily, yeah, she's biting all my stuff. And so here's the regular bolter dude. I did something that Retribution Angel did, is turn the bolter just a little bit and then bend down the thumb. I'm not too sure how well you can see that because my mirror's kind of far away. but it looks pretty cool. He looks like he's looking down the iron sight, which is pretty awesome. And the rest are just standard bits. I think I added a pewter seal here or there. Can't really remember. No, I did not. But yeah, that's how he turned out. So it looks pretty awesome. I think I'm going to use 3 other bolters like this. The drum magazine is just from the orc thing. You can see them in numbers. Don't know what the numbers are though. There's something. I think that order form something else. But the drum barrel is just from an orc knob pistol, and I just cut it off, cut the magazine off, put that on there. For the rest of my squads, I hope to be using, or I am going to use the little radar dish thing, little Auspex. I thought I had one that had the hand on it, but I don't know where that bit is, so I'll be using that. So that's all I have going for my tactical squads, at least the one that I have that I can build for, let's stick on topic Space Marines. I have my Terminal Chaplain, which I believe you can tell, yes. Might not be able to see his other arm very well, but it's just the generic arm, and has the Corosium thing, Arcanus, with the Dark Angels bit, instead of just like the Eagle, so I thought it looked cool. And if you can tell, he has a combi plasma, because all my models, or at least all of the, I don't know if that helped too much, chaplains and the Space Marine Librarian and Terminator armor can have combi weapons. And so to do that, this is also a forged shoulder pad. So this is just one arm, and then I magnetize it at the wrist, so that way you can have combi flamer, and then you can have the combi melta. So this guy will probably be running with my twin lightning claw guys, and so that way I can have whatever option I want. And so it was just as simple as taking a regular stone bolter, cutting it in half, leaving the magazine there, and then just putting on the special weapon. For the melta gun, I cut this little nub thingy, and I glued it on the other side, so it should really be on this side, and then I just glued it onto there. You can kind of tell it's where the grip is supposed to be, and then I sanded it down a little bit. I just glued it right on top. I could probably do a little bit of green stuff, but it's alright. For my plasma gun, it took a little bit more work. You can see that there's like this big part that's all stuff. That's all green stuff. Let's get a drill bit for pointers. So that's all green stuff because it was like the handle and things. I just cut that all off and I just green stuffed it. And the process was the same. Just cut it in half. Cut in half the stone bolter. Put it on there. I was lucky enough where I have all these Deathwing stone bolters, so they all look the same. And then just the same thing for the flamer. So just use that and put on the side. I carved out the ammunition box a little bit so I can have the little canister in there, and I filed away the little skull that was on the canister as well. So that's pretty cool. For the joint itself, there's a little bit of green stuff on the cuff and also on the other side, so that way it's like a almost seamless part. I only cut one of these arms, and I cut at an angle than where the little nub part is. If I do any more of these, like for my librarian or something, I'll put a tutorial up, because it was really simple, really easy to do, and it worked out pretty well. And then for the regular stone bolter option, I just used the regular arm, and I put a magnet on there. So that's how that works. And now he's all magnetized. The only complaint I have is if you look at the model, at least like from the back, it's kind of spaced out a little bit. That was kind of a difficult thing to do with the metal, and I didn't really plan it out very well. So he's all magnetized and looks pretty cool. I really like the regular shoulder pad with the chaplain as well. It looks awesome. So that's all I have for my Space Marines. He'll get painted up soon, I hope. And what I have been working on are my witches. I have 2 squads of witches now built, which means I should only have 2 squads. I need 3, so I only need 1 more squad of witches, which is pretty cool, because then I don't have to buy more. So here's one of them that I've been painting. This is my work in progress one. I have 3 other ones with the red on them, but they don't. I'll show them in just a minute. So hopefully that's in focus. So it's very interesting painting red right onto blue. It's pretty. It like doesn't fit with anything that you really want to do. Because usually you do a light blue highlight, but for this it's red, so it's very different contrast. I think you can see a little bit better on this guy. So I'll take my camera off of my tripod and I'll show these guys in better quality. So I'll be right back. Yeah. Just for a quick note, the puppy is here. She was invading my room. I haven't really had a dog video up in a while, so here she is. A puppy. A puppy. I think she's almost 6 weeks old now. There, puppy. Alright, let me go show you those models. Alright, so here's the Dark Eldar that I was showing you before, the Witch. Again, this is just a work in progress. But, yes, it's a very bright contrast between the red and the blue. The red is in a mix. It's the royal blue from Vallejo. I think it was model color. Yeah, the model color, royal blue. It's a 3-to-2 mix of that and just the black that they have, and then just another highlight of the royal blue. And so, of course, this is the whip model. And then this was my testing model that I painted up that I had extra. So again, it's very bright contrast between the blue and the red. So that's what my warriors will look like. But it's growing on to me. At first I thought I didn't really want to do it because it was just a different thing and I didn't really know how it would work out. But I'm really liking it, and I'm actually going to try and see if Les from Awesome Paint Job can do a tutorial for these guys, just to see how he would do it. And so I have a few extra models from the Raider and Ravager kit, and so I'll probably send him one of those and see what he does. So this is my claws, the Hydra gauntlets, again just in the blue for right now. This is my witch, the male witch. So I've only painted a few red on some of my models. I haven't done them all yet because it is very, very tedious, because cleaning up the red isn't really what I want to do. Yeah, so that's how they look so far. And then here is the Heatrix, I believe. It's pretty cool. I will be using Orc Painter Nerd's tutorial on how to paint the whips, because I think that looks very cool. And so I will send a video response out to you of how I was able to accomplish that. I do need a few more paints to be able to do it, but I will be doing that. And here's which number, I don't even know which one. For all the facial and skin, I'll plan to be doing like a light gray or dark gray type of face and skin and flesh and stuff, because I like how that looks. So that's one of the other witches, and all my other stuff is in a box, so I won't get those guys out. But so far right now I have one, let's see here, I have 2 witch squads built, one almost painted, which is this one. I have transport for my Trueborn. I have a warrior squad built, and I have my Ravager. So that's what my dark yellow stand for now, which is pretty cool. And I believe that they're supposed to be getting a new release of stuff, new wave sometime in June, so that'll be awesome. And show you these models again just for a closer look. So the Dark Angel head from the Vets, torso from the Ravenwing Squad. That's from the Ravenwing Squad, the shoulder pad, some extra Fury Seals, a conversion for the Grey Knight stuff, which looks awesome. I want to get more Grey Knight stuff. I got this bit and a few more other bits from my cousin who just started Grey Knights, and he has a huge buttload of extra falchions and other stuff he just doesn't use, or hasn't used, or whatever. And so I got the Apothecary upgrade from him for my Deathwing, which would be awesome to be able to use that. And I also got some of the heads and stuff, so I'll be putting those on my Deathwing when I get another box of Terminators, or I strip all the ones I have right now. So again, here's how I did the shooting pose. So I cut at the wrist and I bent it, or I just angled it a little bit, and then I did the same here, and I just turned the wrist a little bit. I want to do one of the left shooting marine. It's pretty simple. You just use some biker bits. It's actually really easy to do. I just haven't thought of doing that yet. I saw someone else do it, but it looks pretty cool. So and then here's the looking down the Iron Sights Marine, and that's just a vet bolter, the drum, and just other standard bits. So I hope that this all these little segment clips will fit into one video. Yeah, so hope you all enjoyed. I don't know if I showed this guy. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and Warpetrie signing out. Bye. One quick thing, guys. Someone was asking me what kind of camera I use. I believe I already sent the message, but for anyone else who would like to know, and sorry this is all fuzzy, but I use a Canon, and it's a PowerShot A1100IS, and it says it's a digital camera. It has 12.1 megapixels, 4 times optimal zoom, DIGIC4. I have no idea what that means, and scene detection technology. It's a pretty nice camera. I got it a couple years ago. I'm not going to read any of this, it's all fuzzy. But it's pretty nice. It's rather small, but it gets the job done. I can record video on it. I can put things in macro mode. Not while I'm videotaping though, which is kind of a pain. It has like face detection technology. It has easy mode. It can take movies 30 frames per second, VGA. All you technical guys will know about what this says. There you go. Hopefully that helps now. So 12.1 megapixels, 4 times optimal zoom, the DIGIC4, 2.5 inch LCD. It's pretty nice size screen. It's not touch screen or anything like that, but I like it. And then just like the contents of the box. So this model is kind of old. I got it when I was, about 2 or 3 years ago, when I was just starting to make videos, and so it's held up for that long. It has had some abuse. Like the front whole part right here is like all white from super glue and things. Before, like on the bottom, I had green stuff on it. I think I might still do. I have no idea. But it's an awesome camera. I really like it. And I'm actually learning how to do new things on it, so maybe some of my video formats might be a little bit different. But for any of you guys who would like to know, this is what I have, and I think it's a great camera so far. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.